lady's maid did all the personal washing and made all the children's clothes, which is amazing, isn't it? Gradually, all the servants had to go because of the war.
So many memories. Colonel Fife's on his way back today, on his way home from that awful war. And Mrs. Fife's doing her nut. Polish this, mend that. Honestly, the day never ends at this place. Still, I shouldn't complain, I suppose. This is such a lovely house, and I only have to share with Molly. When I was back at home, it was so cramped. Thought to a bed at one time. That Colonel Fife, he's a one though. I remember back in the old days when he used to go off shooting things on his travels, hunting trophies, he says. Hunting things, I ask you. Lions, rhinos and tigers' heads all stuck up on that wall in the great stone hall. Took it too far one time though, brought back an elephant he did. And good old Mrs. Fife, she put her foot down. And when she puts her foot down, it stays down. Oh, just look at gardens. They are lovely at this time of the year. Everything in bloom. Oh, there's Colonel Fife now. I better get down there to greet him, or Mrs. Fife will have my guts for garters.
The hall has a sheltered walled garden on the bank of the River Rye, with delightful mixed borders, orchards of traditional fruit varieties and spring flowering meadows. The gardens are 100% organically managed. In spring, the apple orchard is awash with the creamy white and pink blossoms of varieties such as Dog's Snout and Yorkshire Beauty. The gardens have delightful borders, wall shrubs, orchards and a 1920s rose garden introduced by Mrs. Fife, who gave the house to the Trust. From April, the garden shows beautiful displays of daffodils and spring bulbs. The apple blossom coincides with a burst of colour from the estate's wild flower meadows, which become a blanket of yellow buttercups and blue camasias. Nunnington Hall also has the best spring flowering meadows in the north of England, with daffodils, snake's head fritillaries and cowslips, followed in later spring by delicate grasses.
In the winter, it used to be rather fun. We used to flood the lawn, and because it's so flat, it's slightly cupped, we used to flood the lawn and it would freeze over. We had an ice skating rink. Yeah, it's good. You know, you can just imagine the whole size of the lawn. That was good work. It's only when you get older do you realise how lucky you were. We just had a fantastic time. We loved the place, we still love it. The National Trust have done a smashing job, especially latterly, where they seem to have got much more a feel of the family house, the family home, rather than as a museum. My grandmother wanted the house to be enjoyed by people, and we feel the same way. I have lovely memories personally of the house. I hope other people who visit here have the same feelings. They can feel the warmth of the house. She gave it to the National Trust because she was so proud of the house. She loved the house so much. Well, proud of the house, wrong word, but she loved the house so much. She wanted other people to share it. And absolutely right. I mean, it's just lovely. I always love the house, and it's nice to have people enjoying it too. And it's even nicer to have somebody to look after it.
Nunnington Hall, on the banks of the River Rye. Beautiful, romantic and peaceful. Rich with history, character and charm. The National Trust hope that you have enjoyed your tour of Nunnington Hall and looks forward to welcoming you back soon.